So this is a 521 kingpin drum brake spindle, okay, and it normally has this spacer here. Normally it's on tight. This one's been loosened up for using for testing, okay, and then, oops, wrong bearing. The 521 inner bearing, which is, there might be a source out there, but they're basically non-existent, okay. So I've showed this before. This is the 620 bearing, and part of the standoff, that seal, where the seal rides, is built onto here, okay. The 620 spindle's slightly different, and the boss is taller, okay. The 620 taller boss with this bearing puts it at exactly the same distance from this backing surface, okay. And this is all just building up to what I've done for many, many years, is made this spacer, okay. Now the fact that this is pressed out of a shim washer and stuff like that, that idea is Wayno's. Anyway, what it does is it allows, it spaces, there's roughly 80 thousandths, whatever that thickness is, that stuff, difference, okay. So you can put that spacer on with a 621 drum bearing, which is very easy to find. That's not a problem. It's a 32KB02/11B, okay. The other one does not have the /11B. It's just 32KB02. Anyway, that sets it up perfect. So what I wanted to look at here was, I've made these bearing adapters for quite a while, and what that does, this one's loose because it's a test piece. It allows the hard body bearing to go onto this spindle, and that allows hard body hubs and then my brake brackets and blah blah blah. So, well, they go with the brake kit, okay. And it's always been a dance to try to think of figure out how many 521 adapters I need, because the 621s are, 60 thou shorter, 80 thou shorter, sorry. And so once I modify this, or make this, I can't add metal to it. Well, I got not an epiphany, but I got curious yesterday, and so I decided to check it out today. That factory spacer has to come off, and that's built into this, and this is longer than the factory one, okay. It pushes it out to where everything works. So the thought was, since I can't add metal to the 621s, if I put that on a 520 hub, that doesn't work. But what if I put that spacer on and this? And I did some measuring, and yes, that works. So the 620 spacer can be used for a 521 spindle with that shim in there, basically, that formed washer. That's what I wanted to check on, because I'm down to selling the last couple kits I have available, and I have 3 521s and 2 620s, but I have 4 people that want 521s kind of thing, and one guy who wants a 620. I don't really want to make any more, so this would actually work. Yes, all the hardware and stuff like that would have to change, because this is SAE instead of metric, but this was the only real hang-up. I really don't want to have to make more inner bearing adapters. I might end up doing that anyway, but I'd rather not. So, long-winded way of showing that that spacer works with this setup too. So